peace be multiplied to you in the knowledge of God and of Jesus Christ. This is what we find in the first letter of St. Peter, chapter 1 and verse 2. Peace be multiplied. You probably are asking yourself in the midst of this lockdown, there is so much of noise all around, there is confusion, there are so many people in the house, maybe there are disagreements, arguments, so much of work to be done, maybe nobody is helping me, and you're saying, I'm losing my peace. Is it the peace that you really need? Today, Jesus says in John's Gospel, chapter 14 and verse 27, peace I give to you. My peace I leave with you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled. Let not your hearts be afraid. You know, the peace that Jesus is offering to us, the peace of God, the peace of Christ, what we call shalom, is not the peace that this world talks about. This world talks about a peace which means there is no fighting, there is no war, there is absolute silence. You know, that kind of peace you get only in the graveyard. Wherever there are living beings, wherever there are human beings, there is bound to be sound, noise, disagreement, and we have to understand that peace, the peace which Jesus is talking about, is a peace that comes from within. It is the fruit of the Holy Spirit. That same Holy Spirit who was breathed into you, breathed into every human being when we were created, that Holy Spirit brings the fruit of peace, of true shalom. So even in the midst of a very busy day, even in the midst of difficulties, even in the midst of noise, I dare to say even in the midst of violence or perhaps abuse, there is the peace that a Christian experiences. Peace deep within one's soul. And that is why St. Paul would say in his letter to the Philippians, chapter 4 and verse 7, be anxious about nothing. Nothing. Not your finance, not your job, not tomorrow, not a virus, not anything. Be anxious about nothing. But in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, make your requests known to God. And then he says, the peace of Christ will guard your hearts and minds. I think of the passage in all the three synoptic gospels, Matthew's Gospel, chapter 8, Mark's Gospel, chapter 4, and again Luke's Gospel, chapter 8. The disciples and Jesus are crossing over in a boat, and a storm arises, and the storm begins to fill the boat, and Jesus is asleep. And many times we too get this feeling that the disciples got at that moment, Lord, don't you care that we perish? You're sleeping in the midst of my storm. And you know what Jesus says? Where is your faith? And we ask ourselves this question today. We hear Jesus asking us, where is your faith? He is still saying to us, yet again, as he said to the storm that day, peace. And all the raging waves were quiet, and there was peace. Let us take a moment to be still and to know that he is still God. The risen Jesus again and again appears to his apostles, to his disciples, and he says, peace be with you. Once again today, Jesus is saying, peace be with you. May we experience that peace, that unshakable peace of Christ. Peace be with you. Shalom.